It is the picture, strategically cropped, that is united an Akron neighborhood. A man pants down, defecating on the hood of a car that was parked in this Akron driveway. This image captured by a camera set up after it happened not once before, but
7. This is our 7th time here. Same car, same place.
The car belongs to Linda's daughter. Her husband set up the camera and handed the image over to Akron police, who found that this has happened to 19 other people in this Akron neighborhood since 2012. And to most, multiple times. Count Jacob among them. He's been hit 6 times.
He did it on the hood every time, and then the one time he took it and he smeared it all over the hood, the windshield, the mirrors, the window, the door handles, and the gas tank cover.
So far, none of the victims have recognized the man in the picture. Dusty didn't. Her car was hit twice. She thought she was the only one until this afternoon when she saw this on Facebook.
And I was like, that's it. That's the guy. It has to be. I was like, because it's right here in the same vicinity.
Police have tried to find a common thread that connects the victims, but they don't believe there is one.
The chances that he would have a problem with everybody in this same geographical locations would be very unusual. So this is going to be somebody with a mental health issue or somebody that's just sick.
In Akron, John Kosick, News Channel 5.
The attacks have happened mainly in the early morning hours between 4 and 6. The man faces misdemeanor charges of criminal mischief or possibly criminal damaging.
This is the story of the Ohio pooping bandit, also known as the Bowel movement bandit, a man who turned a small corner of Akron into ground zero for one of the strangest unsolved crime sprees in recent memory. It's absurd. It's gross. But underneath all the jokes and memes is a real community that felt violated, angry, and completely baffled. Today we're going to walk you through how this all started, what we actually know, and why, after years of tips, photos, and headlines, no one has ever officially been brought to justice for it. To understand the Ohio pooping bandit, you have to start with where this story takes place, the Kenmore neighborhood of Akron, Ohio. It's not some crime-ridden war zone, and it's not a wealthy gated community. It's the middle. Families, young adults, folks who've lived there for decades. The kind of place where your car in the driveway is part of your everyday routine and your sense of security. Kenmore sits in southwest Akron, and the area hit by the bandit was fairly compact. Roughly between Hancock Avenue, Waterloo Road, State Route 93, and Kenmore Road, according to police and local reporting. These are regular residential streets, driveways, small front yards, parked cars, kids' toys left out overnight. This was the stage for one of the weirdest crime patterns Akron police have ever had to deal with. From the outside, nothing about this neighborhood screams infamous crime scene. And that's exactly what made what happened here so unnerving. The people targeted weren't involved in some feud. They weren't chosen for their jobs or their politics. As far as anyone can tell, they just lived there and parked their cars with the wrong timing in the wrong place. The first known incident the police have on record dates back to May 2012, when a resident reported that someone had defecated on his car, telling officers it wasn't even the first time. A 27-year-old man with a 2000 Toyota Celica said he'd found feces on his vehicle on at least 2 occasions. It's gross, but it sounds like the kind of thing you'd chalk up to a one-off bizarre prank, maybe some drunk idiot cutting through the neighborhood. Later that year, in December 2012, a woman with a 2002 Mitsubishi Galant called in a similar complaint. Someone had thrown feces on the hood of her car. By itself, 2 incidents months apart look like random nastiness. But as we'll see, these weren't isolated. They were the opening notes of a much longer, much stranger pattern. Police came, took the reports, cleaned up what they could, and moved on. No one could have predicted then that this wasn't a short-lived thing. That this was going to stretch into years of repeat drive-by degradation, that the person behind it would keep coming back, apparently undeterred, almost like it was a habit or a twisted ritual. So how did the bandit actually work? According to police, nearly all the attacks took place in the early morning hours, usually between 4 and 6 a.m. He preferred that window when the neighborhood was asleep. Traffic was almost non-existent, and there was just enough darkness to hide in the shadows, but enough light to see, especially near porch lights or street lamps. If a car was locked, he'd go for the hood, the windshield, mirrors, or door handles. If the car was unlocked, he sometimes went further, allegedly defecating inside the car or using open sunroofs to drop feces into the interior. There were even reports that he hit children's toys left in front yards, which adds this extra layer of cruelty that goes way beyond a messed-up prank. For one Akron family, enough was enough. A woman's car had been targeted 7 separate times in the same driveway. 7. Her husband finally decided to fight back the way a lot of people do in the 21st century, with a camera. He set up a small, motion-sensitive camera aimed at their driveway, hoping to catch whoever kept using their car as a toilet. Police shared the image with the media. The Akron Beacon-Journal ran it. TV stations like News 5 Cleveland broadcast it under graphic captions about a serial pooper. National outlets and websites picked it up. For the first time, the Ohio pooping bandit had a face, blurred out for public view in many places, but a face nonetheless. It felt like the case might actually get solved. One detail that shows up in some right UPS and online discussions is the idea that the bandit's real name might be Richie. That speculation comes from a report that a Hot Topic membership card with that name was found at one of the scenes. It's a memorable detail, and it fits the mythic feel of the case, like a calling card dropped by mistake. But it's important to be clear. As of the available reporting, no law enforcement source has publicly confirmed a full identity, and no arrest has been reported. Richie is at best a clue or coincidence, not a closed case. In a story this strange, rumors grow fast, and it becomes easy to slide from "this was found at a scene" into "this must be the guy," even without proof. In the end, the Ohio pooping bandit case is a strange little chapter in Akron's history. Between 2012 and 2015, an unidentified man in the Kenmore neighborhood repeatedly defecated on parked cars, sometimes smearing the feces on handles, mirrors, and gas caps, and possibly hitting yards and children's toys as well. Police linked him to at least 19 documented incidents, believed there were more, and briefly turned him into a nationwide headline when a hidden camera finally captured his face in March 2015. Thanks for watching. If you found this case as strange and unsettling as it sounds, consider subscribing for more. And as always, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.